Hello, how are you guys? So I am uber excited to show you some stuff. I gave you a little tiny bit of a sneak peek the other night, and I have been sort of thinking non-stop about it since. The little toadstools that are coming out. So they are one of the celebration things. And I don't know, I finally glued this together. So that was from a walk that I did a couple weeks ago, and the skies were really pink, and I was like, okay, the postal strike is still on in Canada. We need to pivot, as they say. So everybody's been making other cards, so I thought I would too. How are you guys? I'm Lori LaRose, and I have Access Stamping here on Facebook as well as on the Instagram when I do it. I had meant to do, in case you were like, hello, you said, oh yeah, remember this card? I was a little bit slow on it. So pretty though. So I'll put it down and I'll show you that. Oh, I have so many things to share and show. How are you guys? Did you have a good weekend? I have a big mess here, so I know that's no big surprise. However, I have to say, I actually have done quite a bit of cleaning too. Look at my little cheeks. I was so busy cleaning. Thinking and doing. I'm thinking of lots of different things actually going on in my world. Look at my little cheeks. All right, I'm just going to go. That's so funny. I don't know why they went so red. Well, because about 1 minute ago, I was like, I better get some things cut out. So I was cutting like a mad woman over there. All right, here we go. Hello, Tracy. Hello. Who else is there? Oh, my fingers. Hi, Sheila. They go, oh, there, Tracy. Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to pop you down. And, ooh, that was tough. All right, here we go. That light is right in my eyeballs. So I have to tell you, I have to recommend the Rocky Mountain Soap Company. I was going to say, I'm sure this is from Rocky Mountain Soap Company, but I couldn't read that there. But yes, Rocky Mountain Soap Company. So I'm Canadian. I live in, hello from North Idaho. I live in Rocky Mountain House, Alberta, actually. A Canadian. So I'm near Canmore, which is where the Rocky Mountain Soap Company is from. I don't know that they ship out to the States, mind you, but this one is a bath and body oil. It just smooths right into your hands. I put it on my neck because it smells delightful. Rind, sea buckthorn, and neroli. So I did have to, just because I was putting it on just beforehand, I was like, you know what? I'm going to give a shout out to them. And in some perfect world, they'll hear me shouting out and they'll send me a case of it to give to all my friends. We're also passport to Christmas and my local shopping here. In Canada, they just started doing some sort of GST relief. I'm not 100% sure what it's going to be all about because I went to the liquor store to buy a beautiful butter pecan. I'm all ready for Friday now. So Friday nights we do cocktail hour. I feel like this Friday I don't get to come on though. What are we doing Friday night? No, I think I'm here. Yeah, I think I'm here. A butter pecan, Wayne Gretzky's butter pecan cream liqueur. It sounds divine, so I bought it. Plus it was $5 off. It still had GST, let me just tell you, in case you are confused as everybody else. There are several things like wine and beer. I kept reading wine and beer, wine and beer. So I bought my husband a 6-pack, well, actually a 4-pack of, I am just advertising for everybody today. Oh, I don't know. I can't think of what it's called. I can see it. One of the breweries, craft breweries out of Lacombe. So I'm not sure which one that one is. So there we go. All right. So the other night I was making this little guy. I never did finish this. I told you I would either going to cover it up or smooth it out. When I went to look online, I wasn't seeing any tricks and treats. So I will probably do a little reel and do my own little trick and treat on this guy. But basically they stopped it about here. And then it's just white. And so that's very pretty, but I also like it completely done as I did it. So I would do it both ways, but that made me happy. So and I put a bow on it. Then when I did my ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, which I do Thursday mornings at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, I was doing Joseph's Technicolor Dreamcoat. I did 2 different examples because this one, originally, the fairies had to kind of come and make it a little bit better. So I still have yet to do, finish the card for it. But it wasn't having of the detail of the trees. But the main reason I wanted to use this is because in my mind, when I was like, what set should I use? I was like, wouldn't this set, because I've done it in tamarack and I've done it in beautiful greens. It's beautiful. I did that with my car. Where is that? I think it's right handy here. Just a second. Where's my car? I'm riding in my car. Okay, so it looks beautiful with just the greens. And I honestly, I believe it. I'm not quite sure where it is, but I did a beautiful one with the yellow with crushed curry, and they are gorgeous, like the tamaracks or the larch, depending on where you're from. And so I thought, oh, I want to see that. So then I did a little one on, I think it was on Friday night. This one went a little bit blotchy, but I did a baby wipe technique. So techniques from the old days are super fun. Oh, this was the blotchier one. So that was that. And then while I still had it, I did a smaller version of it. So I think the color combination are so pretty. I will tell you, and as I was saying when I was doing it live, a baby wipe technique is kind of hard on a really big thing. Then when I picked up the baby wipe and there was like a speckled thing here. So I pressed down and I brayered. So this one's a two-sided one, and like lots of our beautiful DSP that comes out, I don't know which side I like better. So this side was the lay down and I was brayering, but while I was brayering, I was bringing the color back. So this is the downside. The brayer was bringing color back, and I thought that was really pretty. So I'm thinking, well, I'm going to use that on a card. So I'm hanging out with it, whether it's to put some little berries on there or something. I'm not sure. And then this, just a little tiny strip, because sometimes it's nice to have just a little strip of something when you're doing a layout. And then I took the baby wipe itself and I just wiped it because there was so much ink on it. I just wanted to go direct to paper. So now I have all these little delightful pieces to throw around and be able to be like, oh yeah, that is going to be a delight. Look how pretty that is, right? This one especially. Whoa, see? And I don't know whether to use side A or side B, because I have this little one. I'm probably going to end up using my little side B, but I really like that one too. Anyways, that was just not to waste my ink. All right, today I'm super excited because I showed you just a minute ago. Hi, Keisha. This beautiful paper, and I didn't zoom in very much here yet. Ooh, that's a little bit too much. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, that's kind of nice, I think. So this paper is one of the papers that you can get when during celebration in Canada. When you're ordering $75 worth of stuff come January, probably about the 5th, you can earn different things, different. How's that sound? Just different. Just get different stuff. And that being said, do I have? So, and also, so you can buy the toadstools, which I'm going to stamp with today because I just think they are magical, which is what the word says. You are magical. Just a little thank you popping up to say hi. And they're rather large, actually. So they seem like, well, because of the paper, I guess, I'm thinking they seem kind of small. And that's not it. I also cut out some dies, and I'm just wondering, oh, here they are right here in front of me. Oh, for goodness sakes. Ha! Memorable Blooms. Okay, so this is, Memorable Blooms is another stamp and die. And I showed the paper the other day. Hang on one second, Memorable Dies. Come on. Wherever you are. Oh, yeah. I just wanted to double check if this was a purchase or a, I love this. I loved it for the words. So I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 22 years and obviously have lots of different stamp sets. These are slightly, this one's slightly different. These are just enough different that I definitely wanted them, but it was because of the dies that I needed them, and I'm going to show it to you in 1 second, but also the words. You've been on my mind. I appreciate your thoughtfulness. You are awesome. You mean the world to me. Thanks so much. Are you kidding me? This is so fabulous. I could just, woo, I'm just hugging it. I love it. And I love these leaves. I'm just recognizing the leaves right now. That's why I'm... So these are like, honestly, they're kind of like a wild... The leaves are not the wildflower. I wonder what kind of flower this is. But the flowers could be my wildflowers. My wild roses is what I'm trying to say. and the words and the font. I love this set. So that with the dies. Now check out these dies because I'm going to work with the dies with this set. I'll just show you a couple more pieces of this paper. Look at in case you didn't see this on Friday night. Now this is one where you're basically getting 2 full 12 by 12s because you get 8 6 by 6s essentially of the paper. So there's not as many patterns. It's not so overwhelming personally, but either you love it or not. And look at that lovely woodwork. If you don't like one side, there's always another side. And once in a blue moon, okay, just about every single package, I have to tell you. Well, not every single package, quite a few packages. I'm always like, oh, why couldn't they put that one on the back of that one so that I could have had like one of each? Why do they put the best 2 things sometimes on the same one, right? Anyways, I'm just teasing, not teasing. I really do feel that way. It's like, come on, you guys. Okay, this is one, right? Love this. Love this. How am I going to decide, right? All right. All right, so we're going to stamp with that. And look at this cute one. Do, 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 do. Yeah. So this one is, okay, I am 92% sure. This is a celebration one, which I'm kind of surprised that it doesn't say celebration on the back of this. But like I said, I'm pretty sure. And if I am correct, which I'm sure I am. Oh, I should have these somewhere. Hang on a second. Where's my... I should have a celebration brochure here. I did order the catalogs incorrectly. I'm going to stamp and talk at the same time. Let's pull these guys out. I have this so low, I'm going to hit it. I'm not going to fuss with it though. Oh, look at how pretty these are. It's always interesting. So in the catalog, they look one way. When they're in the box, when you order from me, and like I said, I'm a 22-year-old demonstrator, so I used to order all of my customer stuff. We are now much more getting people ordering on their own and such. I still order for a lot of my gals, and it's hard because I get the stuff, I resisted, and then I see it, and then the next order, I have to order it again. All right, look at these cute little guys here. And what is this cute little... Oh, this is a 2-step stamp. Does it actually say it's a 2-step? It doesn't. But look, the butterfly. Oh, the ladybug, rather. I actually think, let's see if I'm right. I'm feeling like that ladybug could be a 2-step. Hi, Marlene. How are you? Merry Christmas. Season's greetings to you, madam. All right, I'm going to get my black ink, which, okay, tomorrow night I'm going to show you a hack that has been going around. So I'm not the first person by any stretch to show you, and I might be even a little bit late to the party, some might say, but I'm going to show a hack as I pull out my black. I did finally join the party. Let's go with that. Okay, so this comes with a punch, of which I'm not quite sure where mine is right now, so that's okay. And you know what? We fussy cut lots, so I'm not positive, except that it is kind of nice to punch things, but sometimes not as necessary as we think. So there we are. And what is the rule when we're stamping with photopolymers? Yes, I turned around to try and look for my foam pad that you should stamp on quite nicely. Oh, there it is. That's not bad. That didn't take too long. All right. One of the other sets, I got a card the other day from Stampin' Up office. I am one of the top performers this year in 23-24. So I got signatures from Sarah and Shelley saying congratulations on all your hard work. And this is one of the stamp sets that that is in the new catalog as well. So that is a card that I got from Stampin' Up in the mail with a little gift. I showed some of the girls, but just in case some people haven't got theirs yet, I don't want to show it quite yet. I haven't seen very many people talking about it. Okay, I don't know why. I got black out, and of course I don't need black. I am kind of thinking I'm going to work with Mambo. Orange. Fresh freesia for sure. A bubble bath. Maybe the poppy, hey? Fresh freesia. And then what is the green? Because I cut out a piece of... oh, it is definitely. Okay, so, and in case you don't know, if you're brand new to Stampin' Up, on the back of our pieces of paper, I have a twirly chair right now. Oh, that's not it. Hang on. Ugh. On the back of our paper, there is always the colors. So, early espresso, fresh freesia, Granny Apple green. Okay, I was wondering if it was Granny Apple or, well, of course it is Granny Apple. Pumpkin pie. Okay, good to know. And you know what? I was suspecting it was Poppy. Poppy for the popping. And Poppy because it's not my favorite red, of course. So they keep rubbing it in on me. You must like Poppy, Lori. You must. Okay, I'll like Poppy. No, but I'm going to stamp this guy. I'm going to stamp the other guy in Poppy. I'm going to stamp this guy in Fresh Freesia because I think it'll be fun. And then there's a lot of Melon Mambo going on here. So it doesn't look like very much right now, but that's okay. We'll stamp it. And oh, look how fun that is. Okay. And then I am going to stamp it, not a different one. I'm just going to stamp it again in this color. And I'm not even going to clean it. Crazy. Let's see what it does. If it turns muddy, I don't think it will. Pretty. I like it. That's good. I'm happy. Okay. And then I'm going to do this one in Poppy. Poppy is getting weird looking. Sad. So a spoon will help that a little tiny bit, and then I need to re-ink it. Ooh, I really need to re-ink it. One of the things that I have a love-hate relationship with our ink pads. When they deliver the ink, oh, how they deliver the ink. And when they don't, oh, how they don't. 100 years ago, so 22 years ago, I have to go get some Poppy. Hold on a second. I need a refill. I wish it was, what do you call it, night? Because then we could make a joke. Melon Mambo, I'm going to grab that because that might be my backup anyways. And then Mambo. And where is my Poppy? Ooh, Poppy. See, Poppy's cranky at me right now because I just said I don't like it. I probably don't even have a refill. Oh, I do. Of course I do. Of course I do because I'm a professional and I know that I should have all the colors of the rainbow. Hi, Allie. How you doing? Okay, thanks, Allie. Yeah, it was pretty cool. So I earned the trip this year. My second time that I've earned it since my kids left home. I always said, well, I wonder if I would work the business when I was less of a stay-at-home mom and more of a demonstrator. Ooh, that is not really going in there, is it? Okay, I have to tell you, honestly, usually it goes in a little better than that, right? Doesn't it? Don't do this on live TV. That's the example there. Okay, and thank goodness I just put it on this little section. Let's see what it's going to look like when I do this. A spoon right now would be really handy. Let's see, I'm just going to sneak it in here. Oh, that's going to be so much nicer. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, good. I'll deal with that. Deal with that in a minute. All right. Actually, I might have to deal with it again because I'm going to need some of these guys too. But I might just stamp them straight onto the thing. So let's see. And then I will do... okay. So... I think this might work. Let's see. Sorry, I'm pausing and hesitating here. I feel like this is a little mushroom because it even shows it like a mushroom right there, obviously. Oh, and these are these little guys. Interesting. I don't know that I saw that as that. See? But I'm going to go with this, which then we're going to have to cut it out. So I'm going to try it. No, I'm going to have to do it the right way. Okay. Let's see if this works. You're like, if what works, Lori? Just wait and see. Patience. Patience, Yargo. Did you guys see that? Okay. Oh, that's not the right one. Hang on a second. I'm doing black, of course. It's the one thing about black. I'm cutting these guys all out, so I'm just going to go here. I have been stamping with the kids, can I just tell you? So some of my ink is not... yeah, he needs to be re-inked too, but I won't worry about that quite yet. And then this little guy, not this little piggy, but this little guy. This is what I'm curious about. Let's see. Oh. So I stamp with the kids at school. and we delivered to the senior independent. When I went to Red Deer, and one of my drugstores here lives actually in Red Deer, so he's like, would you go to Red Deer if I sponsored you? And I was like, sure. And so I delivered some cards to people there. But I talked to one crew, and I thought I had so many cards. I had like 72 cards. I worked with 72 kids in a couple, 3 classes one day at Camille High School. And what I'm hoping is that this might fit on here. Do you think? Sort of yes, sort of no. So I'm going to make it. I'm going to fake it, because that's who I am. And then that's going to be its little wings. What do you think? I think it might work, hey? So-so. It's so-so. It's neither perfect nor not. But I don't understand how this works otherwise. I'm not really sure. I am really going to be curious how we're going to make this little ladybug work. If not for this. How does that become the ladybug? Okay, I'm a little curious. Now I need to go back to the Stampin' Up website and find out how did you guys make the ladybugs work? Excuse me. Anyway, so we stamped. So I met some gals outside of the Bauer Place Mall, and they clearly were waiting for like a community bus to take them back to their apartment block, right? And so I was like, oh yay, so you guys live obviously in a senior home. They were clearly 70 to 80 to 90 years old kind of thing. Lovely, beautiful women. And I was like, and they were like, oh yeah, hi, and how are you doing, and blah blah blah. And I was like, so how many residents are there? How many people live in your apartments? And they're like, there's about 100 of us, hey? And they talk, kind of confer back and forth. Yeah, probably 100. And I'm thinking, oh crap. In my town, we might have 100 in all of the homes that we have. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe different little places. A couple with 39 and a couple. So yeah, so we have more than 100, but sort of. My scissors, I need to sharpen them, I guess. I clearly have been fussy cutting because I'm really feeling as I'm working with them. Oh, that was some really close cutting. I like to leave a little tiny bit of a white space because mostly because it makes it easier to stamp. So I may not use this little red one today, but at least we can see what he looks like, hey? Because I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I cut out this darker black guy. What was I going to say? So anyways, I handed some out. I had very many, very touching experiences as I handed out about 8 or 10 of them, just around generally, and to a couple gentlemen and to just people. And yeah, they were like, they liked it. They were like, oh, thank you. They kind of were wondering what the heck I was doing. The people around town here now kind of know, but I'd like to extend it out to a few more seniors that still live in their own homes as opposed to having had moved to a couple of the different senior places. But anyways, okay, there's that little guy. Okay, here we go. And this one I maybe need to shine up a little tiny bit, but we'll go with that. Okay, that and that. Okay, are you guys ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? Ding, 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 ding. So now this is one Terrific Toadstools, and what they have with it is a punch. So the punch, I can't show you the inside of the catalog, but the punch gives you like this guy and this guy. I don't even know. Where's my catalog? My French catalog. Oh, for goodness sakes, Lori. I just thought I had it. Oh well, doesn't matter. Anyways, the punch, if I can't find the punch, I could at least find you the thing. But it's just a punch, right? So you know how some of our multi ones might punch out 2 or 3 things? And that's what that one does. But there is a die set to go with this lovely Memorable Blooms. Remember all those great fonts? These are good fonts. These are good sayings for that too, but I love this set. Anyways, this has some really fun dies. Get ready. Are you ready for it? So some obvious ones for the 3 shapes, right? And then check this out. Da, 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 da. And what does it do? Well, it cuts out a really cool shape, and the first time I cut it out, of course, I just randomly cut it out of a piece of scrap, and I was like, oh no, I lied. I cut it out of a piece of scrap, and I was like, whoa. Then I thought, oh, yeah. So if you put this, layer it on. So on this guy, you have the outside and the inside, basically, is what I guess I'm trying to say, right? So very pretty outside. So you're going to see a lot of this kind of a thing. So I'm going to do this kind of a thing here. And then inside of that, are you ready for this? Look at that. Oh, ah. Okay, now I'm just learning this. And I didn't take enough time to actually, I thought I'd unveil it with you, but I can see clearly now. I can see clearly now. My stamping and dyeing is wrong. Just my dyeing part. Okay. I then need to actually clearly have this layered in. It was layered. And then you would have this cut out and it would be inside there. Oh, rats. Okay, I have to go do this again. Oh, rats. Okay, hang on 1 second while I do this. I do this better. I do this correctly. Now, that being said, I did this on purpose because it's kind of square looking. But I thought, oh, I'm going to do it on a funny shape just to be really different today. And so I need to think about that as I do this. And that might work. Okay, hang on. Hang on, everybody. I just have to go run this through the die, the cut and emboss machine. So the cut and emboss machine, if you don't have one of those, they're a good thing to put on your list at this point in your life for the celebration, because then you'd be able to get the big, huge 150. There is a really pretty stamp set that you can choose. And hang on, I'm just trying to get this through here at 150, but also, or you could use 2 of the other things. And I totally need to get me some new plates. So I'm putting plates on my... Come on, little guy. Please work with me. I'm live. I have to do this well. Oh, why do you have to be so cranky today? Do you guys talk to your inanimate objects too? Because surely they have feelings. And they would cooperate with you better if you treat them nicely. Yes. You know it, and I do too. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Good. Oh, okay, so this is going to be slightly quirky-eyed. Oh, come on, you guys. So my grunting is because my one plate is quite warped, and it doesn't like to go through. It goes through, but it's tougher than usual. Hi, Beth. All right. Did you buy anything on the pre-order, Beth? So many pretty things. Okay. So now what I did was I had this nested. You'll see it's not quite layered evenly. A little bit of washi tape when you go to layer them. Mine was a little bit more like that, obviously, as opposed to evenly spaced. You know what I'm trying to say. All right. So now let's see what this is like. Da, 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 da. Now this cuts around it and is totally stunningly gorgeous, I'm sure. Let's see, since the last one wasn't there. This is going to be so fabulous. All right, clearly I should have watched the little video. Sometimes Stampin' Up does wonderful videos for us. Oh, and now this is not gonna pop out because it was cranky at me, talking bad to it. All right. They are popping out. It's good. Come on. You're taking up too much time. So fine. Fine and fine, right? Somewhere I should have my little brush. All right, you're going to have to, again, in my world, pretend some of this stuff. Come out of there, you. And now you're like, how is that going to factor into the mushrooms? I'm not sure. I had to show you this, though. So maybe it won't work on this card. Maybe I'm making 2 cards tonight without knowing it. Sort of like when you say you're a poet and you didn't know it. In this case, I am a card maker. I'm a 2-for-1 card maker and didn't know it. Didn't? How is that for good English? Is everybody all ready for Christmas? Do you already have all your Christmas gifts bought and wrapped? So my girls are not coming home until like just a couple days before Christmas, which is totally fine. They're growing up and all that kind of good stuff. Except that I'm like, hello, Lori. You can start wrapping. You could have presents under the Christmas tree. I used to start putting Christmas. It took me, honestly, it probably took me about, maybe the girls could tell ya, maybe 11 years or maybe less, but quite a few years before I was like, they love to shake their presents, basically. So it was like, on like a boat now, I would have 3 or 4 ones out. So presents under the tree was kind of fun. That was part of the decorations, essentially. Okay, so now classically this will be very much that on the bottom, I think. But if you have it like mine and you twist it a little tiny bit, it's still going to be very classic. And you can do it this way. So to the left or the right, you can have this beautiful, ah, how gorgeous is that? And then take one of these little words and stamp it right there. So pretty. So pretty. Love, 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 love that. Now, what I think, though, is I'm not going to be able to, and I love that this is cut out. Oh, I'm thinking, is there any other way? So I could nicely snip, snip, snip a few times, and I could also just have that layer as a pink layer in there, and that would also be quite nice, right? But I really don't think that that is going to work with my guys today. So take one picture of that. That is so nice. Now moving on, we're gonna work with these guys, and I was kind of thinking I was gonna work with a little scene. So I don't know. Yes, I'm talking to myself. Yes, I am. Okay, I had a little brain blip there. Sorry. Come back to earth, Lori. So I'm not sure that we want that guy in there, right? He's a little bit crazy on this particular card. So I think we're gonna go something like this and this. And then I'm gonna stamp. So, okay, now I'm cooking with fire. My thought had been that when I stamp this guy, this would go over top of it, but I feel like this has to come in front of it. So I'm definitely stamping and coloring. Question remains. Yes, I'm going to do them the color that they are. So sometimes the tops, like in this case, right? Did they say there was gray in here? I don't think they did. Wait a minute. They're lying to me. They don't. You guys, this color is not listed. Like this is like that's not early espresso, some variation. Clearly it must be. But it looks like granite or something. I'm going to pull in the granite. Mushrooms, they are mushrooms. I took a picture actually of my coffee the other day because I was laughing because I actually had a coffee. My espresso, you know how there's the granite. Gray granite. Gray granite. Hang on a second. Where is my gray granite? Sorry. I feel like my gray granite is a little tiny spot. One moment, please. But where is it? That is my question of the day. Here. Hold on 1 second. Oh, pebbled. I'm thinking pebbled. Never mind. Coming at you live, you guys. Here we go. What was I just telling you? Oh, I don't know. Oh, my coffee, my espresso. You know how they have the crema? You may have heard the term like a crema. And the crema, the foam on top, the pretty, makes for a good espresso basically, or not kind of thing. And mine had a mushroom in it the other day, like at the shape, which is not ideal. All of my ink needs to be re-inked, you guys. Okay, bear with this. Non-re-inky. So 100 years ago when I used to have my lots and lots of in-house workshops, one of my girls was like, you need to re-ink. And I was like, what are you talking about? The color was always spot on. But she used to re-ink constantly, and honestly, once I bought re-inkers, because we totally didn't need to buy re-inkers, whereas now, that was what I started to tell you. When we got the very first, was it Misty Moonlight? Maybe it was. Midnight Muse a few years ago when they first came out with this new, the new ink pads are foam instead of felt. And I was making a bunch of swap cards. So you make one card and you exchange them with other people, and then you have ideas and color choices and all sorts of stuff. And as a demonstrator, that's awesome, because if you don't have the set, or somebody's different style is often very nice to show off. Lots of good reasons to be part of a swap. But I was doing a swap, and all of a sudden it was like, hello, there's no ink. Like the way the poppy was just not inking. And I was like, what? Because in the old days, well, you could stamp for eons and not even worry about it. But when you inked, it was just more vivid, but it wasn't necessary. It was just more vivid. Whereas now the new ink pads, they either have to be juicy or they don't stamp, period. So now we all buy refills, and ironically, we don't do a ton of techniques with the refills. The baby wipe is a great example. That's a good one, I mean to say. And that being said, that's snazzy, hey? Kind of feel like I need a third something. And I don't feel like this guy's going to work in here, so I'm sorry for wasting your time on that guy. I am going to bring in the Melon Mambo. And do I want this guy, though, for shape? Yes, I do. So I'm going to bring in the Melon Mambo because I think he's going to work better in here. Oh, and I was totally going to use this piece of paper, so maybe I can use it in the background there still. Maybe that's still the way to use it. Let's see. We'll find out. Where is that? But yeah, so when we first started buying ink refills, like literally, some of my girls had been stamping with me. I'd been in, seriously, I think I'd been in Stampin' Up 5 years and had never bought an ink refill before. Like, what? That sounds crazy, I know, but it's totally, totally the truth. So then we came up with all sorts of, oh, that's so pretty. Oh, so pretty. So we came up with all sorts of crazy ideas of how we were going to stamp, or like what we were going to do with our refills, because now all of a sudden we had refills, must use them kind of thing. All right, I'm going to just do this background, same, the gray, wherever it is. Wherever you are. The full moon this week. Holy cow. Hey, guys. Isn't it beautiful? So I went out walking 2 nights ago, maybe 3 nights ago. And I went out. It was still broad afternoon daylight. Okay, it was not broad daylight because it's winter time. But it was lovely. And the moon was out the same time as it was still. The sun hadn't set yet. And it was beautiful. It changed the colors that I've been seeing, i.e. these are the colors that I've been walking in lately, like beautiful, gorgeous sunsets. And what am I trying to say? But this moon, and so I lingered a little bit longer, and I laid out with my dog a little bit, and basically just really enjoyed my walk. It was, for Canada, it was nice and warm. And I was dressed appropriately. As my husband often says, there's no such thing as bad weather, it's just bad clothing choices. So I wear a big old wool long coat so I can lay around in the snow. I have like sweaters on underneath, and so I was totally cozy, but yes. But it got so dark. I actually I tripped twice over objects in the snow that I shouldn't have tripped over. That's okay. I survived, I mean to say. Okay, this is going to be so pretty. So I think the white's going to work. Somehow or another I was going to have, but I feel like that's just busy. So that is an idea though. Look at this as a thing. Imagine this trimmed so you can't see it. And then we put that pink thing over top. Where did that pink thing go? Ah, okay. Don't you wish it was Friday night so you could just be sipping and drinking already still? Okay, and then put this over top. No. Okay, never mind. That was a trial. This side might work. Totally. That would be kind of pretty. That kind of works. I'd prefer it on plain white, but anyways. Okay, that being said, does this work? No. I'm just going to have the white. So we actually are not going to work with this. I do wonder a little tiny bit. Could I put the green behind it? That might work. That might. Some people might like to have the green in behind there. The moon has been amazing, Beth. It was just gorgeous. And so the snow was twinkling at one point, and yeah, it was really nice. And it was so big. It's not really going up over our earth. It's going around, just like the sun's going around, but So yeah, some people definitely might like to have this green. I think I'm just going to go with white, but definitely the green, there's not, like that's not a bad choice. So if you like that, you could do that with yours. And then this pumpkin pie, also lovely. They should have a little tiny daisy in here because I like the daisies, can I just say? All right. This is going to be pretty. Here we go. Now we're cooking with fire. We're going to assemble this little guy. Assemble. If I could talk straight. I'll put this guy. So this is why you do need to punch these suckers out, because they go on top, sadly. Well, not that it's sad, but my lazy self. I seriously thought I could just stamp this, right? Because then I could just, but that, right? Okay. I'm just going to put a little dab of glue just to secure this down. Okay, and on this guy too, just so that I can leave these laying about. So very pretty. What are some of your favorite? Beth, do you have a favorite technique that you did with the re-inkers when we first started buying re-inkers? I think you've been stamping for quite a while as well. Maybe it was not quite as like, what? Okay, and then that guy, here's his little guy. Sorry, I went from babbling nonstop to silence. Okay, this is my favorite one, actually. Can I just say? My last one stamped, my favoriteest one. Oh, that's gorgeous. I don't know why, but I'm just having a little struggle with this. He's an awful lot of stem, hey? But he definitely has to be on there. Kind of want him to, I don't know, be inside. I don't know. He'll grow on me, I'm sure. Okay, so we're gonna have a couple of these guys. This little guy in front. And then one of the other dies from this set is this beautiful guy. And I love him. I like him. I love him. I want some more of him. And I did cut him out in soft sea foam. What did I do with that soft sea foam? Oh my goodness. I sure wish for your guys' sake. I didn't lose anything last Friday night. And all of a sudden I was like, oh, hey, you guys can drink if you want. Oh, here it is. So technically with these colors, you're supposed to be doing Granny Apple, but I like this guy. So he can just come along here and be kind of cool. I kind of like things tucked in here. So we could have a little bit of ground cover as well. And he could actually go over top of this. All right. I kind of like him falling out of there. Something like that. And then one of these sayings. So from this set, I could do, hi Rhonda. I can do popping up to say hi, or you are magical. I'm sorry. I am from the 90s. Magical mushrooms. I'm going to go with you are awesome, or you've been on my mind. I appreciate your thoughtfulness. You mean the world to me. I wish this one said something about no more BS. Quit leaving me in the dark. Something that way. That would have been funny. I'm gonna have to make up. I'm gonna pull out my alphabets and I'm gonna make up a card that says, "Quit feeding me." Yeah, you guys know what I mean. All right, this one. So this guy, little hack for you, of course. I leave my red foam on here so I know when sets are missing. That might just be the untidy person in me. That then when I a quick glance at the back of the set, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm still looking for that one. And I am going to say, I appreciate if this fits. Just barely, I think. I appreciate your thoughtfulness. Will just fit. So I'm going to put that guy in there. And look, this leaf. Oh, okay. Obviously, this leaf goes with that. I was like, look at, and this leaf goes so well with this. Because this set doesn't go with the mushrooms. This leaf goes with this words. Oh, for goodness sakes, Lori. All right. So then that goes in there. And then when I look at the back, I'm like, oh, I'm missing something. I'm missing words. So then I know to not put that set away until I find my words. Right? Right. Okay, and then I haven't been using gems lately, but we need to put some gems on this sucker. There are some new gems in the catalog, which are beautiful, and you will want to get them probably. You'll have to wait and see what they are, though, because I don't think I bought any. I'm just teasing. I'm not sure. Oh, what is that red guy on there? Is that on my fingers? Where did that come from? Where did it come from? Where did it go? Holy mackerel. So I was swimming today and the music was fun. What was the song? The one song, it just made me smile. I just had to smile. Okay, I'm just going to do, I'm hoping the Fresh Freesia is just dark enough. Tone on tone. Let me check this out. Whey! When you have a little tiny scrap like I do here, I can just check that out and see. Oh, no, it's not dark enough. Okay. Might be that I need to re-ink it. Trust me, I get it. All right, that being said, I want, oh, it's just about getting 9 o'clock. My cuckoo tells me a little bit ahead of time. I'm going to go with Gorgeous Grape. You could also, I think you could stamp these like in a copper or something too. Oh, I could do espresso. I could do just black. Let's see what this looks like. I think this is going to be, I want it to kind of look just, I feel like that's going to work. Do you think the purple or a black? Horse. I'm like reading your thing, Beth, and I don't know that it was, I thought it was bull. Do Ontarians say Ontarians? So I have to tell you guys, I have a song in my head. Anybody that's from Calgary from like the 1990s, it's like, hello Calgary, Channel 2 and 7 love you. And I don't even think Channel 2 and 7 actually even exists. All right, did anybody say this yet? Am I going with purple or should I do black? Because my gray obviously is not being gray enough. So then I'm worried that. But I kind of feel like, I kind of don't like that. Nobody's saying anything. I'm going to go over and grab my pebbled or maybe just darker ink. All of these guys are being very light. Smoky slate. I feel like the pebbled is a little bit browner, which also would look very good, complement these guys very nicely. Still nobody's saying anything. I'm all by myself here. People are there, but the lights are on, but nobody's talking to me. Maybe you don't have a strong opinion about this. I think I'm going to go with that. To heck with all you people. Your time for talking is gone. It's my go. So I wasn't really sold on the pebbles, so I bought the 5-pack of the little ink spots. And I bought the refill of pebbled and a mauve. Mauve is going away in a few months. So if you love the mauve, you better get your refills on your celebration shopping list because they will go away and you won't have them anymore. Okay, here we go. I appreciate. Oh, boo. Oh, boo. This is why I trim my rubber all the time. I saw it kind of speckled and I thought there's no way I hit the edge with this little guy. Clearly, I totally did. So when you get ink on the side, when you press down, it actually compresses. That's why it's nice to have the foam rubber. But because of the foam rubber, if you have any edges and you press too hard like I just did because I wanted a really nice dark image, then you get that. Which, rats. I'm gonna have to figure out something. It's really big. A lot of times you'd be able to put a little tiny bit of something. Always, what do they say? It's an excuse for embellishment. Sorry, I'm like blah, 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 blah. That being said, in this case, we're just sort of sad. That's okay. I think I can pull in a little tiny bit of these guys. I won't use this one right now, but I feel like if I just cut a couple, I can put a couple leaves around here. And then I can probably put this little guy right here as well. And bring him a little body in here that I'm faking. His little fake body. That's not really his body, but I'm going to pretend. And then a couple more leaves there. And then I will put a couple rhinestones around there afterwards. And there's my little card, you guys. Dun, da, da, da. Little bit of fun stamping, some storytelling, some showing off of this. Honestly, make sure you get this onto your list. This will get you, this will earn you a celebration set, just telling you. All right, you guys, I'm going to zoom this guy in. Hi, Anne, how you doing? All right, I like that. Okay, it looks prettier on the screen than it does in my real life for a few seconds there. Hee hee hee. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me. It is Monday night, like 10 days before Christmas. I hope you guys are ready. Go and wrap a present and put it under, thanks. Go and wrap a present, put it under your Christmas tree so somebody has something to shake and squeeze, because it is kind of fun. I better do that myself. And I will see you all again here tomorrow night, live at 8. It'll be great. I'm not sure what I want to work with. If you guys have an idea that you would like to see me work with, go ahead and message me and let me know, because I'm always open to ideas. But I will talk with you guys later, Gator. See you tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.